Hello everyone, welcome. Now this was an early kickoff, by the way, like a 6 o'clock kickoff, and look at it, it's pitch black, so I guess time to save on the electricity in the meter. But yes, it's a happy day as well. Norwich City have won here 2-0 at home to Bristol City. They are marching towards something very exciting, and I think certainly maybe for you guys and girls at home who are watching on Sky maybe or seeing national coverage, I think we all know the eye rolling that's going on elsewhere when they look at the Championship and go, oh, Norwich City, they're not going to go end up back in the Premier League again, are they? Which, you know, maybe halfway through next season, having achieved promotion, that might be it might be something that we can look back and say, well, yeah, fair enough. But at the moment, I think all of us who are following Norwich and enjoying what they're doing and being able to see a bigger picture than, oh, they won't come up and spend any money, I think we can all enjoy what Norwich are doing and the continuing building of this Norwich squad, because you look at the depth, you look at the control, you look at the players on display. I think this is looking more and more like a stronger squad, at least, than the one that went up 2 seasons ago. I think there were lots of examples of that today against the Bristols. I mean, I will be clear, I don't think the Championship is actually as strong as it was 2 years ago. You know, Sheffield United, Leeds United in that division, and then West Brom, who'd been relegated, you know, proper strong. It's not at that level this year, but and obviously we have a really weird scenario at the moment with no fans and all of the COVID stuff. But that shouldn't detract from what Norwich are doing and how they're doing it. Bristol City were great. They came out with some real intent. The game was captivating for the first 20 minutes or so. You know, Bristol City were pressing. They were winning the ball. They were attacking with good purpose and making Norwich think in their defensive third, especially. But Norwich just eventually wrestled hold of the ball, and eventually Bristol City just couldn't get it back and were beginning to sit deeper and deeper. They had a noticeable mid-block where they just weren't interested really when Norwich had possession in their own half. But that did get deeper and deeper. Jordan Hugill, who of course was starting again, Teemu Pukki still out with his side strain, couldn't take a really glorious chance, and I was just thinking, he just needs to take these, they're so important. But the next one he did, and it was a wonderfully worked goal, lovely patience from Max Aarons, Todd Cantwell with a wonderful first time delivery. I'm always happy when I see a good first time delivery, because sometimes you just take that touch to set the cross better, just means everyone gets in a better position or stops the run. So it's just, there's something much more flowing and I think dangerous about a really good first time ball. So well done, Todd, I love those. And it's a wonderful header from Jordan Hugill, just flicking it inside the far post for his first goal here, I think, in the league. Yes, because of course his first goal here was in the cup on his last appearance here. So what you can see now is Jordan, you know, scoring goals, being in the right position, and certainly with his head, taking a really good opportunity today. That was after 36 minutes, I think, sort of half-hour mark. He then scored the second one after 75 minutes. I might have got that wrong, to really kill the game off. And again, second half was a similar dynamic. Bristol City came out of the traps. Real energy. I think there was an element of them feeling annoyed about the first goal. There was, when the first phase of the attack, Jordan Hugill went to challenge in the air and was maybe, you know, half a second late, and obviously made contact with the player, because that's what happens when two people challenge for a ball. I mean, I don't ever think it was a foul, but you know, some of the Bristol City bench clearly did, because Dean Holden was waiting for the referee, James Linnington, when he came off at half time. I don't think that was ever going to get given, but they came out as if they felt aggrieved by what had happened. But that didn't really stop again. Norwich grabbing the momentum, they got on top of them, they started creating more and more opportunities, and in the end Max Aarons put in some wonderful work again. His low cross was deflected off Thomas Callas, and Hugill was there to chest the ball home from about a yard. So they all count, and that's a great brace and a great contribution tonight from Jordan Hugill, and I think he's deserved that, because I thought he was excellent in the work rate and effort and just nuisance that he was at Cardiff, and I thought today, when he was really involved in the game, he made a difference too, and of course he scored 2 really important goals. At the other end, it should be said that Bristol City were a little bit aggrieved that again in the second goal, the attack now I've got to remember who it was. Was it Callas? I don't know who it was now. No, it wasn't Callas, but I can't remember who it was. Maybe it was Mawson, but someone was down holding their face, but not really out of it, but they just stayed down on all fours while the attack carried on, as if like, can you stop the game? But you can't stop every attack because someone's on their fours in the box. It's a ridiculous situation. It's just unfortunate, but you can't stop the game because of it, and nor should Max Aaron stop. So I don't think you'd expect any team to do that, even though it's probably a bit annoying. And in fairness to Dean Holden, he came out into his press conference and the first thing he said was Norwich are the best team that Bristol City have played this season, best team in the division. And he's not the first to say it, so long may those comparisons continue, because it means Norwich are doing well. At the other end of the pitch, we had Tim Krul back after his COVID positive test and having some quite nasty symptoms, all relative, of course. I understand, people have had it, we don't need to go into what the situation is with the pandemic, but at least Tim was back out playing football, which is, of course, on an individual basis, good news for him, and it is a worrying time for any one of us to be involved in any sort of COVID related scare personally, in terms of our families and friends as well as ourselves. So great to see Tim back out there. He's now gone 565 minutes without conceding a goal. In fact, it was against Bristol City on Halloween when he last conceded a goal in that 3-1 win. And over the course of all those minutes, he's had COVID and missed a load of games with a thigh tear. So it's been quite an eventful period of it for Tim Krul, and signed a new contract as well in that. I forgot about that. So yeah, great. He didn't have a lot to do. I don't think Bristol City recorded a shot on target or game, even though they had dangerous moments. I think it'd be wrong to think that they didn't at least pose a threat at times, certainly early in both halves, but Norwich did really have a great degree of control. I've got to flag up some really key performances today. Daniel Farke called Jakob Sorensen's performance the best by a left back in the Championship this season. I thought he was absolutely outstanding, and I don't think it's necessarily a coincidence that it happens a few days after Norwich confirmed the signing of Dimitris Giannoulis from PAOK. So that's not PAOK. So that's it's great to see Jacob's reaction, obviously, and if Xavi Cantilla is back from his own positive COVID test at the weekend, then I guess he starts against Barnsley, but alternatively Jacob will probably continue, and then come the Middlesbrough game here the following Saturday, hopefully Giannoulis will be able to make his debut at that point. But Sorensen was outstanding today, I thought. A superb performance. Kenny McLean just ran his backside off. And again, the level of quality he's showing, as I said the other day, is as high as I think he's put in for Norwich actually at any point. And he was good last season, one of the shining lights really last season. Jordan, we mentioned with his goals. Emi Buendia had a poor game, yet still quite clearly one of the technically most gifted players on the pitch. He almost can't help himself. I thought Ben Gibson's use of the ball was outstanding today, like a different level. Just got carried away with himself once in the first half and almost saw his pass cut out, but a different level tonight, really looking like a player who can step beyond the level he's playing, which is great. And obviously Max Aaron's was involved in both games. And I suppose the one I want to Ollie skip and read my piece from last weekend. Ollie was fantastic, but on top of all that, I know Nel Hernandez was back from injury, which is great. He came off the last few minutes, but I do want to point, I personally feel, and Todd Campbell got a lot of praise for the Cardiff performance, and he was very good. I thought tonight he was better. I thought it was a much more complete performance, composed performance. He only had one effort on goal, but I just thought he impacted and influenced the game better than at Cardiff, and I didn't think he was bad at Cardiff at all. I just thought this was better, and he's now starting to put in a real run of form, which is great to see. Because like all these players, with so many players coming back, Shevin Paheta is back as well. There's going to be a lot of competition in this squad over the coming weeks. If Norwich don't sustain their presence in the FA Cup, they're going to be waiting for injuries and things to strike. So yeah, fair play to Todd. I wanted to make that a proper point tonight because I thought he was outstanding. and maybe people will think I'm being contrary, but I thought he was better tonight. Norwich march on. The table looks incredible at the moment, but all Norwich can do is keep going, keep ticking on, keep looking secure at the back, keep scoring goals, keep looking as composed and controlled in possession as they do, and tick the weeks off, because I don't think this is going to be stopping, and the games aren't going to ease up. FA Cup though, distraction at Barnsley on Saturday. Look forward to seeing it at Oakwell. It should be a cracking game, because the one down here was as well. And yeah, hope you enjoyed watching it and taking it all in. Remember The Athletic, I've got a really good piece coming up that I've got to get home and write now. So hopefully it'll be with you by the end of the week, which will be a good one to finish. I think you'll like it. So keep an eye on that. All the other stuff as well, as I said, Ben Gibson, Ollie Skip pieces, and a piece on the new guy, Dimitris Giannoulis, all worth reading. So have a look at that, theathletic.co.uk. In the meantime, take care of yourselves, look after each other. See you on Saturday. Top of the league.